Homie, somebody ate every dessert in the house. I need you to run to the store and pick up some of that ice cream with the miniature pies in it.
Well, it must have been one of our kids. Probably Millhouse. It's crashing time!
As a combo aside, my scripts always go like this, with the weird little offshoots spiraling out to nowhere like a hedge maze. A wise man once said, "All I do is sit down at the typewriter and start hitting the keys."
Getting them in the right order, that's the trick. That's the trick.
I used to think that my complete inability to keep to one topic and form a beginning, middle, and end point therein was a weakness of my writing. But these days I consider it fairly important. Wiggliness is a good way to signal to the elusive, non-bot viewer that I too am flesh and bone. Every word of every script is 100% human forged. Unless you count spell check, that helps sometimes.
I'm all in a dither, Homer.
I upload to YouTube because I'm already here and there's at least a couple folks around who care what I have to say. And setting up a blog when I already have a Google account just seems too hard. But these days, man alive has YouTube gotten shit.
Barney, can I borrow the Plow King? Take what you want, sexy leprechaun! Just don't shoot me with that dart gun!
We stand now together in glorious ruin, at the interstitial point between the information age and the disinformation age, the idiot era. The day hangs low and looming that the only way to quickly and easily access information on the internet will be to seek the aid of an artificial intelligence, and public knowledge will be dictated by the easily doctored, heavily partisan, and often completely bizarre hallucinations thereof. Google, having long since made the transition away from functional search engine, has been a huge proponent of our dystopian AI-powered future. And similarly, the YouTube platform is now submerged a mile deep under an ocean of AI slop. This is now not only a place where by and large an algorithm picks what you get to watch, but a place where the vast majority of content is miserable, pointless, soulless detritus that was generated by an algorithm. Let me tell you here, since nobody else will. If you used AI to write your script, I can tell, because that script is horrible. If you actually wrote a script, then had AI touch it up to make it seem more professional, and then sanity checked that AI touched script, I can still tell, because it's still horrible. AI is garbage at writing. The shit that comes out of it isn't just technically not quite there, it is also devoid of all personality. A kind of corporate child speak. A boss babyism. Even if it could reliably get most of the words in the right order and remember what it was talking about between paragraphs, it would still be devoid of actual human opinion, and without that, my brother, what is the actual point? And don't even get me started on the folk who have AI fuck with their voice. What is the... Why?
Reckless driving is my pet peeve.
So, anyway, we're talking about Among Us today. So, yeah. I don't really know why people like this. Hey, check this out. Simpsons Hit and Run isn't on the list, but if you fire it up and you loiter somewhere around the legitimate businessman's social club while you're not on a mission, it plays this little beat. There's some good music in this game, but this track, titled Legitimate Business, always stuck with me. It's fire, man. Okay, Among Us is a social deduction game. You join a big lobby with a bunch of weirdos and you have to detect the killers, Among Us, using social engineering before the whole crew are picked off one by one. It's Mafia, But worse, the physical game you played in high school, not Mafia 2002, that's not on the list. Mafia is pretty much 100% debate, the issues transitioning smoothly between who do we kill and who did the kill, and back again. In Among Us, this tightly paced talking action is supplemented by long periods of having your weird little man just kind of saunter around long corridors. There's not much going on, there's no like music or anything. Kinda makes you want to take a little nap. Non-violent crewmates are additionally tasked with completing a large set of boring 2.5 out of 5 star free flash game from miniclip.com tier minigames over and over again. In all, this miserable padding bumps the length of an average round up past the half-hour mark, which is especially egregious considering every round someone's going to be dead within the first minute and spend the following 30 deceased, factoring no further in the current match, just kind of twiddling their thumbs. Except you still have to finish all your bad minigames even if you did die, or people will get mad at you. You know, fuck talk shit about the dwindling attention span of the TikTok generation, but boy howdy do those kids enjoy playing games where they're dead for the majority of the runtime. I started writing this short story one time that was set in an endless urban sprawl of tightly packed skyscrapers connected by little bridges. You never saw the ground. It was an extremely capitalist hellscape that was slowly fading away to nothing under the sheer weight of the human apathy contained therein. Physically, the people were collectively so done with everything that they were starting to disappear, like Marty McFly if his parents hadn't fallen in love at that dance. Even the places were gradually forgetting themselves, turning to jumbled mush and eventually to white void. They were all just weird, functionless corporate lobbies and offices anyway. Who's to say there shouldn't be a desk here, or a fluorescent light there, or a fire exit that just leads into a brick wall? Had to tell the place you're in is affected until the door you just came through decides it shouldn't be there anymore. Everyone in this world worked weird, menial, pointless jobs for faceless overlords that might have eventually turned out to be some kind of computer algorithm anyway. Literal nonsense tasks with no real feedback if they were or were not accomplished. The last shades of humanity were just kind of going through the motions, too scattered and tired and sad to be able to work out what was happening to them until it was too late. The dead working alongside the living as the laws of nature were slowly forgotten by the universe. I think I might not have had this idea if I hadn't had a really boring and miserable time playing Among Us once.
Thanks, inbred hillbilly.
Torrent nothing.
What's the takeaway from all that? Well, a wise man once said, "Take what you want, sexy leprechaun, just don't shoot me with that dart gun." Anyway, everyone shut the fuck up a minute, I wrote a poem. Yo. It's Jason Slabb on the mic. Let's go. You should have clocked me instantly as someone you can't fuck with. I'm broker than the monorail and higher than the Duff blimp. One hit, send you on a trail and lift you out your shitty kicks. Your crew can call a meeting, but we all know who the killer is. Split his lip, spilled blood, grip and rip, ring pull, a switch or flip, impulse, you Wiggum's kid, simple. Time to fucking get killed, crucify the entrails, stick your neck out, go the way of Jebediah Springfield. Why pick a fight when you can't win one? When you look like Barney Gumble and you punch like Homer Simpson, I'm the type to jack you for the income. Don't even try to run, I'm packing guns like Homer Simpson. Never quite know when this feeling'll hit me. No, I'm ahead, I just am at the reaching. You man are living at a shed like groundskeeper Willie. I got the keys to my city like Quimby. Got burns like Montgomery, drop bombs like C4. Will leave prints like Martin when I skin 'em like Seymour. Bruv, I only write the classics like Conan O'Brien. Things'll go downhill quick for you like seasons post 9. Simpsons Hit and Run is not on the list. Among Us is of course a video game that was beloved by children and people who otherwise didn't have fully developed brains. You could rope your non-gamer friends into it, as the rules are similar enough to the game of Mafia they played in high school to be intuitively picked up. It'd run on their phone, and there wouldn't be any real pressure on them most of the time as they would be deceased. At some point though, I will be forced to come to terms with the fact that I just don't have all the answers. The streak of casual games that aren't very good with funny little guy characters where you're dead most of the time, making it big, is fundamentally mysterious to me. All I can tell you is what happened next. Among Us blew the fuck up. Everyone was playing it. All of Twitch, all your friends, people who didn't even video games normally. It got so big, in fact, that it consumed itself, like a collapsing star. The game was live streamed by US congresswomen, and instantly became too lame to possibly keep on playing for anyone. I repeat, nobody plays Among Us anymore, because of how painfully lame it is, and if you think that they still do, or that you still do, you are grievously mistaken. Time continued, the earth kept spinning, we all moved on.
Mindless drones, return to your ugly families.
Oh! I'm king of the world!
I think Fall Guys came a little after Among Us, and spoilers, that game is not good.